Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to AMPspirationTTV. This is Sundays with Spirit. This is our segment where I share my conversations with my ancestors with you all, and in hopes that the messages that I'm receiving are the lessons that I'm supposed to learn. And if you're supposed to learn them too, then here is pretty much your study guide of what you're supposed to do. I feel like it is my purpose to share. And these messages are not just only mine. Of course, they're all specific to each one's individually, journey. But I'm not the only one that has to learn these things, so I am here to share. Okay, so I myself, have been studying and figuring this out. So the way that I go about asking questions and trying to get the answers that I need, changes as the more I learn. So I picked three committed tarot cards. My vision now from my journey is, instead of looking at the past, we always know normally they do like a past, present, and future thing. Well, for me, I'm very clear about what my past is. I'm very clear about what those issues are, those karmic debts. I'm very much aware of what that is. So now my focus is my present, how I'm feeling, what I got going on right now, and my future. What's in the future, what's my destiny, what's coming up, and my biggest focus is in between. The things that I need to do, the things that I, need to prepare so I can, get to that future that it is that I seek. So that is how I pull these cards today. Those is how I ask the questions. So we're going to have the present, the future, and the lessons, or what's needed in between. Okay, and then I pulled one oracle card from 4 different decks that I have. I've been seeing this done, and some other pick a card of situations that I have been watching on YouTube, and it started to resonate with me and make a lot more sense. It helps me understand what it is that I'm supposed to learn. Okay, so I'm gonna get on into it, and hopefully this resonates. Okay, so the first card in the comedic deck. Ooh, I do not like this lighting at all. Ooh, I need to fix this. Okay, that seems best. There we go. Geb, number 21. Geb. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Hymns of praise are sung in honor of my mighty deeds, and I am accounted the heir of Geb, Lord of the earth, protector. The god Geb gives cool water, he makes his dawnings to be mine. Geb is the god of the earth and husband brother of Nut, the sky goddess. He is the father of Asar, Set, Aset, Nebet-Het, and Heru. His titles include Father of Snakes, Earthquake Maker, and Grower of Crops. It is through his benevolence that the harvest is made bountiful and the cattle remain plentiful. The Geb card, card 21, is interchangeable with the World card in the tarot decks. On this card, the Earth god Geb holds what the scepter, representing this divine authority as father of the gods. In his left hand and in the right hand he holds a sheaf of grain, an offering from the bountiful harvest. He is encircled in a katush, representing the earth, with images representing the species of the earth. Man, the sacred goose who hatches the world from a cosmic egg, and sacred serpent, and the divine AMPspirationTTV bull. Vines bearing melons sprout from the base of the intertwine and the katush, and a powerful display of the earth's bounty growing. Behind Geb, the fertile land stretches off into the distance under the clear blue sky of his wife, the sky goddess Nut. When you pull this card upright, it stands for completion, harmony, fulfillment, integration, travel, and accomplishments. Also fertility, bounty, plenty, wealth, and access. So I pulled this card in the present position. So presently, I take this as I need to be grounded. If you know anything about tarot with the World card, it's almost like you've made it. You've made your 360. You started off as the Fool, Now you've made it, you're world rounded, and you're here for the abundance. You've grown. You're no longer a child. You're now a grown adult, ready for the world. So this lets me know in my presence that, I'm coming to, what I got going on is coming to fruition. All the shadow work that I've been doing, is working. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So I'm completing these cycles. I'm completing these karmic debts. I'm getting rid of them so I can move on. This is what I do. So that is what I took from my present for me. As I'm being grounded, I'm getting grounded, and all of my hard work is going to come into fruition. I'm completing these karmic debts and cycles so I can be ready for the abundance in my future. So that is how I took this. Card number 21, again, I do apologize for this lighting issue. Yeah. All right. So then I pulled in the future position. This is the Scribe of Scarabs. I don't know why this one looks better. Scribes are equivalent to pages in your regular tarot decks. This is the Scribe of Scarabs. And I believe Scarabs is equivalent to pentacles in other decks. Yes, Scarabs are, they represent the pentacles, the coins. All right. Seal bearer of King of Lower Egypt, sole companion and attendant of the Lord of Two Lands, favorite of good God, King Scribe, King Subordinate, first servant of Aten and the mansion of Akhenaten, chief of physicians and chamberlain. The nobleman Penthu was a powerful scribe in the 18th dynasty. Originally chief physician to Akhenaten, he later served as viceroy under the Tutankhamun and Ea II. Among his other duties, he was charged with managing the construction of temples and other projects designated by the pharaoh. The Scribe of Scarabs card shows a young Penthu seated on a stone stool in a budding field of wheat. He is closely examining a scarab. He holds it in hand, as if to determine the secrets of its power of manifestation. Rising behind him is a patch of date palms and fleshy plowed field, suggestive of bountiful harvests. The mountains in the distance represent future challenges and obstacles yet to be overcome. This card upright stands for financial opportunity, goal setting, planning, loyalty, manifestation, and developing skills. And upright, also an upright additional, is manifestations, abundance, and revealed secrets. So what I got from this is harvest, abundance, all that stuff is in my future. But the one theme that I have always had to remember is that once you get over one cycle, there's another cycle to come. There's always this rise, this high and this low, this flow, this low tide, this high tide of life. And it continues to be that way. So to never settle, and for me at least, to settle in this happy ending, or, abundance is there. But I have to understand that there are always going to be other challenges to overcome. I have to understand that, I'm going to get what I deserve, but there's always lessons, and I cannot take that personally. I have to understand that it's a part of the journey. But either way, there is abundance and manifestation and everything that I need, in my future. But I just always have to keep that in mind. Okay? And what I must do in between, the lessons in between, the journey in between, how do I get from the present to the future? And I got King of Swords, King of Swords. King of Kings, I am, Ramses. If anyone would know, thou great I am, and where I lie, I let him suppress of one of my works. Ramses, the great Ramses II, was a true warrior king. He led military campaigns throughout the Middle East and Africa. One of the longest-lived pharaohs, Ramses the Great maintained a peace, strengthened the kingdom's borders, and built numerous grand monuments across the empire during his 66-year reign. The King of Swords stands in his perfectly balanced war chariot, sword held high, as he looks forward to the challenges that await him. He is thoughtful and rational. He is thoughtful and rational, yet ready to take decisive action. In the background are green rolling hills and Jedi pillars, representing the stability he provides in his wisdom. An upright position, intelligent, wise, intellectual, mental clarity, authority, truth, self-discipline, rational, and ethical. Long-lasting, durable achievements, peace, many accomplishments, and strategic thinking. So, if you can put that together, that's what I need. What I take from this is these are my actions. These are the things that I need to do. You know, being intelligent, being rational. You know what I'm saying? Strategically, you know, working my business or whatever I'm doing with my platform. You know what I'm saying? Just focusing and, you know, using all of the things that the universe has given me to, again, get to my future of abundance and, you know, whatever it is that my heart desires. But I got to put in work. So that's what this represents for me, being the King of Swords. And not only, you know, I got to put in that work, you know, I got to do it, you know what I'm saying, to the utmost scale. Because, you know, the King is supposed to be, you know, the ace is the full potential of the whole suit. The king is supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, that highest rank, you know, of that suit or whatever. So, you know, I got to bring, you know, that kingship in, you know, FYI. Kings, queens, those are just titles. That wasn't gender-based, you know what I'm saying? Fortunately, Europeans came through and changed all of that, but there were female kings. You know what I'm saying? If you were the ruler of the land, you were the king. They didn't, you know, pick another name for the women, you know what I'm saying? Back then, they kind of switched that up again, you know, to make it a more masculine, you know what I'm saying, authoritative thing. But women were kings as well. So I got to, you know what I'm saying, you know, be kingly about the moves that I make in between my present and my future. Okay? So that is what I got from the Comedic Tarot. Sliding socks. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, so like I said, I pulled 4 oracle cards. First pull I got from Numerology Guidance. Numbers. Men lie, women not lie, but numbers don't. All right. Karmic completion. I'm telling y'all, I ain't playing. I'm getting rid of these cycles. I got to complete this shit. Okay? Really sorry that I gotta put this way. It looks really weird, but I need y'all to see this card. There we go. Karmic completion. This card indicates the end of a karmic lesson or cycle where you have successfully cleared a contract or debt from your past. This can refer to a challenging situation you have recently conquered in your life or a troubling experience with an individual that involved a great deal of effort or pain. Even though there are ongoing lessons to confront throughout your course of your life, you will never have to experience this particular lesson again. This card also represents the Wheel of Fortune, where whatever goes up always comes down. Just as the tides are consistently ebbing and flowing, you are being encouraged to adapt to both the highs and the lows in your life. For it is your ability to adapt that you will make your dreams come true. But stating, this too shall pass in the face of each and every experience, you will remain centered, grounded, and stable. In order to better your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that have cleared you out of karmic debt from your past. So pat yourself on the back and acknowledge your efforts and achievements. By continuing to face your challenges head on and treating others with love and respect, you'll be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. The affirmation: I clear debts from my past and I create a happy, harmonious life. So as you can see, that coincides what I was saying, with the tarot pulls. I'm done, y'all. I'm getting rid of these karmic debts. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap, but I also, again, like it says, I have to understand this is also the Wheel of Fortune card, just like we had with Gab. Okay? What goes up must come down. I have to always keep that in mind, because I feel like the biggest thing for me is, and I would think for all humans, we really get attached to the happy ending and once we find something that we want to hold on to that forever. We want to hold on to that feeling forever. We want to be in this space forever. But the fact of the matter is, change is the only constant. You know what I'm saying? When you have those amazing, I know in my life, most of the times when things are just going amazing, I'm just in the awesome mood and whatever. It's always something, you know what I'm saying, right after that to just completely do a 180 with my emotions. And that's my fault, because I put so much high energy into, attaching myself, to the outcome that I want, that when it goes away, it's almost devastating. So I have to enjoy, the fruits of my labor, or, receiving the things that I want, but not being overly attached to it. That it, completely screws up my whole energy because it's no longer there. Whatever's for you comes to you when it's supposed to. It's supposed to serve its purpose, and then when it serves its purpose, it moves on. And that's with anything, that's with anybody, situations, all of that. Okay? So, always keep in mind, what goes up must come down, balance. Once you complete one cycle, there's another cycle after that. It never stops, infinite, just like learning. Knowledge is infinite. Your life force is infinite. Okay? So karmic completions. Then I pulled a card from my Moonology Oracle deck. Now we're talking about balance and, you know what I'm saying, what goes up must come down, all of that jazz. So we have a new moon in Libra. Now I know this says a new romantic cycle begins. That could be very true for some. Let's read inside to see exactly what else it means. But I'm taking this as just balance, as just like every other card has been saying. I always got to stay on these scales at all times. Okay. New moon in Libra. Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon is in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning. And if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. In anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere at this time. Attune to the moon. Reach out to someone and let them know that you care. The teaching. Libra is a sign of love and harmony, negotiation and relationships. It is harmonious, kind, and luxurious, and always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or at any time you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiations, appearances, and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back to equilibrium. Okay, now for me, I'm not taking this in a romantic sense. Like I always say, relationships are all the same. It's just the dynamics, you know what I'm saying, or the politics that change. For example, I love my mother deeply. She is possibly the only person that I would die for, that I would actively, you know what I'm saying, have it in my mind outright, you know what I'm saying, to protect her in a life or death situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, my godson, you know what I'm saying, of course, other people I love, but, you know, in all reality, I don't have children. So the only person that I can see myself truly giving my life for is my mother. You know what I'm saying? That's love, for you to give your life for somebody, okay? Then I love my king. You know what I'm saying? Now, a part of me would definitely want to, you know, save him, you know, in one of those situations. But as a man, he wouldn't have that. He'd be pissed off. There's no way that he would want me to sacrifice my life for his. He feels like that is his job. So, yeah. But I love him just the same. I love him just as strong. You know what I'm saying? But the way that I love my mother is not the way that I love my man. You know what I'm saying? The dynamics are completely different. You know what I'm saying? That love language is completely different. But I'm in a relationship with the both of them anyhow. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that you relate to, you are in a relationship with. So whether that be business, whether that be romantic, whether that be personal, you know, whatever it is, friendship, whatever it is, that is still a relationship. Okay? So getting back to the card, you having a new cycle and whatever relationship, you know what I'm saying, it is that you're going through right now. So for me, you know, I feel like this is talking about my relationships with like my family members, you know what I'm saying, maybe some of the people that I, you know, will be associating with business wise, you know what I'm saying, to be quite honest. And if we want to talk about my relationship, you know, that sounds amazing. If we're going to go through another step in our relationship, that would be amazing because shit's going great. So that, you know what I'm saying, that makes me, you know, blush a little bit to see what that means, you know what I'm saying, what's coming up and all that if we're talking about that. But, you know, overall, with all of the shadow work that I've been doing, you know, I'm doing my due diligence to make sure that I am having harmonious relationships, only dealing with like-minded, only attracting the people that needs to be in my life or need to be around, the energy that I need to be around. So I'm here for it. I'm saying all them scales, you know, all them scales tipping. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Latina. So yes. Okay, again, new romantic cycle begins. New Moon in Libra. Okay? Balancing out those relationships. Making them healthy. Just thinking about what's been going on lately, you know. These relationships have been tested since this pandemic, so all relationships. All right. So then I pulled a card from my chakra reading card. Chakra. And I believe that I've gotten all of these decks from Amazon. If anyone's interested in getting them yourselves and, you know, getting your own, you know, seeing messages and talking to your own spirit guides and whatnot. Okay? So from the chakra reading deck, we have communication, which is also number 21. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Okay. Communication, and this resonates with the throat chakra. You have called upon this card today to let you know it's an important time for communication. All healthy connections and relationships are built on a solid base of good communication. It is easy to hold back or alter your words in order to prevent hurting someone's feelings, fear of rejection, or the possibility of creating some form of conflict. However, it is important that you share your thoughts and feelings honestly with those around you to create and build long-lasting, healthy relationships. When you doubt, hinder, or manipulate the flow in communication, this interference blocks the throat chakra and creates a world of suppression and confusion. Holding on to unexpressed thoughts and feelings can lead to pain, confusion, and unhealthy patterns. Take a moment to see if there is anyone in your life you are not communicating with effectively due to fear, rejection, or maybe even unwanted conflict. You are being encouraged at this time to speak up and share your feelings. Communication can also mean writing your feelings down on paper, which is also a good tool to use. Do what is required to take action to your communication. You may even like to try some healing and clearing processes of your throat chakra. A few great crystals to work with to clear this chakra are blue lace agate, blue kyanite, and carasocola. Take some time and space for yourself. Place the crystal on your throat chakra and breathe in the crystal's energy, helping it open and clear. Make sure you are communicating from a place of love and compassion and that your delivery is clear and centered. Communication is also about listening. Make sure that as you communicate, you also listen with an open heart and without judgment. As you trust, you will feel a huge weight off your shoulders and a natural healing will occur. You will feel a deeper connection with yourself and those around you. Affirmation: I communicate in all ways with ease and grace. All right, so communication. Throat chakra, all that has to do with what I got going on, speaking my mind and all that. And I've definitely had this issue. You know what I'm saying? I definitely tend to pick and choose, you know what I'm saying, when to say certain things. So, because I don't like conflict, especially with the people that I care about. To be quite honest, I'm cool with expressing myself. I don't have an issue, honestly, with speaking my mind, except for when it comes down to the people that I love. I don't like to, seem judgmental. I don't like to, I don't like to be in conflict with the people that I care about. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel terrible. You know what I'm saying? But I also have been learning that is part of, my small abandonment issues and, the forms of validation that I didn't think that I didn't want it, but I seem to outdo. You know what I'm saying? I do seek the validation of the people that I care about, the people who put time into me, put energy into me. I want to make them proud. I want to make them know or make them understand that the energy they put in, the time that they put in, whatever it is that they see in me, it's worth it. It's worth them feeling that way about me. See what I'm saying? And that deals with all of my childhood traumas that I'm working on. So I will tend to allow certain shit to rock, and it will plague me inside, but I will let it rock because I don't want to, I don't want to lose that connection. I don't want to say, say something to that person or make that person feel some type of way where they don't want to be around me or be my friend, or, how we still have that connection that we had. So I have been working on that, speaking my truth, but also, like it says, coming from love and compassion, not being angry about it, not being negative, because you can say the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying, while expressing yourself. So if I come from a place of love, then I shouldn't have to worry about that person going anywhere. And if they do, then that is what that was supposed to be. People people come into your life for a reason. Some people are for a lifetime and some people are for a season. And again, getting rid of this attachment, to everything and to everybody. It's my biggest, lesson. And I'm probably going to keep working on it. There's levels to the shit. So, I'm getting there. As y'all can see, I'm getting into the completion of this cycle. But this is a lifelong issue. So this may be a lifelong, journey to get over it. But I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the reason why I have a platform to express myself so I can get some of these things out, even if I'm not saying it directly to the person, that I'm referring to. That's also what they said about writing things down. That's another form of that. Having one arm, to be quite honest, writing things down is not very ideal for me. It's not, very convenient for me. So speaking things and, recording my voice or things of that nature, that is the best way for me to put things down. So I feel like this is definitely why, I have this platform and why my universe, led me to this type of situation. Okay. So communication. Communication is key in every relationship. If you cannot communicate, it is not going to work. And don't care what it is. Love, I don't care if it's your mama and your daddy. I don't care if it's your kids, your boss, your friends. You guys have to have, effective level of communication. Everyone should be able to express themselves, and everyone should be heard, and everyone needs to compromise. Because everybody's different. Everybody goes by their filter, how they grew up, their experiences, things that make them tick. So we all have to compromise when you're dealing with other folks. And I'm saying compromising yourself, but there has to be a compromise to live harmoniously. So communication. Communication breeds manifestation. At number 3. All right. And then our very last pull, which is going to be a tad bit long, which is why I left it for last. But I have not used this deck in a while. It is the Mayan Oracle, the Galactic Language of Light. So the beginning of this year, or I should say, the beginning of this year, I have been exposed to Galactic Signatures and a more deeper spiritual cosmic sense is the best way that I'm going to say that. Okay, so I figured out my galactic signature, and I've been doing a lot of studies on what that means. I am a yellow lunar warrior. If anyone is interested in trying to figure that out, you can go to a website called 13moon.com. That is 13moon.com. You go into the birthday decoder, you put in your birthday, and it will give you your galactic signature, which comes along with your tribe name and your tone. Okay, all of that stuff will be explained. I'll definitely do a video on that to explain that, because when I got this information, it definitely gave me my next, what I call them, DNA explosions. Whenever I come across something that just opens up my consciousness, further, I call that a DNA explosion. I got that from when I was in Wapian. From Malachi, York. That was how we expressed that in Wapu, having a DNA explosion. So, very interesting stuff, very deep. Definitely look into it. I've definitely got a great sense of myself once I started, dabbling into my galactic signature, and it also gave me a good sense of the people around me, the energies around me, why I chose the men in my life, why my mom is the way she is, why, I did, why it took so long for me and my siblings to, be in each other's orbit. Like, it gives you, it low-key gives you all of those answers. It's mind-blowing. So definitely check it out. 13moon.com, find out your galactic signature. Okay, so the card that I pulled was Etznab. As you can see, it looks like a mirror. Etznab. Okay. The Discoverer. Truth, call my name. I stand naked before you, stripped of illusion. Etznab offers you a special opportunity to journey into the Hall of Mirrors, to address a part of yourself that you may have been avoiding or have not seen clearly. See the unclear, the unacknowledged, the illusion of problems. This is your chance to see the truth, to complete an unfinished lesson. Look into the mirror that reveals the unconscious and see the shadowy parts of yourself that show you what stands between yourself and the light. You are being given the gift of insight. Receiving Etznab is an affirmation of your courage in facing the unclear parts of self. What apparent problem, weakness, or perceived loss are you experiencing that you might address directly to find its gift? Use the world and other people as mirrors for your discovery process. Holding to your own fixed position keeps situations from changing. If you are holding a strong position, convinced that only you are right, free yourself to experience the power held in changing positions. Experiment with letting go or taking the other's viewpoint. Step into the other side of the mirror. EdSnap guides you to fluid position between the extremes of seeming polarities. To experience the position, mentally create a triangle of light by connecting yourself to two polarities. Then imagine yourself in the center of the triangle, the place of integration, of the conflict or paradox, the place of fluidity. If you have a concern or a question, take time to receive fully the guidance held in the fluid center. There are no absolutes. The crack between the worlds is widening. You live in a time and space framework that is expanding so that separation can be healed and heaven and earth become one. Judgment and acceptance are opposite sides of the same mirror. Walk through the reflections into the greater reality. Use the sword of discernment to cut away judgment of self and others. Judgment is the primary tool of separation. When someone acts outside of their perceived version of reality, you feel justified in putting them in a separate category from yourself. You offer no permission for their behavior or choices. Understand that judgment only occurs when something threatens the security or status of the ego's position. Judgment is the means by which the ego maintains control by defining and limiting the areas which must be avoided to support its time-honored perception of reality. The ego says basically, I am not that, to define what it is, and thus to feel sane is that limiting definition. Unconditional allowance is the servant of love, as judgment is the tool of separation. Self-acceptance as the power to release and forgive all things that keep you from the clear reflection of that which you truly are. All right. Now, if you guys watch Thursday's Tahuti Thoughts, I was talking about letting go. I had put up a YouTube video that I watched where a gentleman was speaking about his spiritual awakening and 5 steps that he took to let go, you know what I'm saying, and to be free and whatnot. So this is what I am getting from EdSnap. From all of this, it's pretty much, again, going along with what I've been saying earlier. What goes up must come down. There's always this balance. You have to put yourself in the middle and to see the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? To see the other side. Again, looking in the mirror, as it says. Everything that bothers you, everything that you judge, is a reflection. That is something inside of you, something that you can identify with that you don't like, which is why you're judging it. And we all need to get to a space, you know what I'm saying, where we judge nothing. There's a difference between judging something and checking. You know what I'm saying? If someone is doing something outright wrong, you do have the right, you know what I'm saying, to address that. But judging, as it says, comes from an ego's perspective. You are now, as it said, you're now identifying what that thing is. You're separating yourself from it, you know what I'm saying, and the same light identifying. And you're identifying it, you know what I'm saying, against like, this is not me, this is not what I do, this is not, kind of thing. All humans do it. I don't care how good you are, I don't care how bad you are, you know what I'm saying, or how, negative or positive you are, I should say. Not good or bad, but, no matter how, you vibe, how high your frequency is or how low your frequency is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does that. And that's something that we all need to learn and we need to change. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think of myself as a judgmental person. I definitely, overstand certain people. But it depends. Because there are certain people that I do judge. You know what I mean? It could now, my excuse or, my thought process of that is if I give you chance after chance after chance, if I, if I keep giving you that leniency or overstanding or all that overstandment, and you just keep shitting on that shit and keep doing it, that's when, I get to a space where, I may not think that I'm judging, but that's what I'm doing. I'm now judging you, telling you what you are, and definitely separating myself, from that type of behavior or that type of perspective. So, 1,000% right. So we have to be rid of these illusions, and we have to, stop this judgmentalness, and honestly focus on our own journeys and focus on what we really want, because what we think of most is what we attract. So if we are being the person that we want to be, if we're doing the things that we want to do, then we're going to attract more of that. So you're not even going to witness or see the things that you would technically judge, if that makes sense. Okay? So, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background on this card as well, since I was talking about Galactic Signatures. Now, this goes along with the Mayan calendar. The Mayans, they took a lot of our sciences and, actually made sense of them and followed them. So, for them, this is the common usage is as a knife. Its qualities is timelessness, discrimination, clarity, hall of mirrors, spiritual worship, sword of truth, facing shadow, integration of paradox. Its number is 18. That goes into 9. Okay, its color is silver. The herbs that it associates with is sage, pomegranate, and benzion. Its element is air. Its direction is north. Its shadow wisdom, illusion, judgment, self-doubt, separation, being caught in a problematical hall of mirrors. Thinking illusion has power over your ability to change your experience. It's a big one. Shadow transformation. Look at the mirrors provided by other people and life situations as gifts. See how you maintain the illusions in your life. Use discrimination. Face your shadow. Look in the mirror. Wield the sword of truth in your life to release and forgive. Okay? So, that is all I have for you guys for Sundays with Spirit. I hope that this resonated with you. If it has, definitely support our channel. We are Inspired Media LLC. AMPspirationTTV is pretty much the shows and the brand. If you want to help, you can definitely hit up our Cash App. You can hit up our PayPal, and donations of $27 or more, you'll receive our dope brand t-shirt. Okay, what else do we have going on? If you would like to see all of the other things that Inspire Media has going on, just hit our digital business card. If you're watching here on YouTube, you can just go into the top awning on the right hand side, and you should see the link to our digital business card. If you are on IG, you can go to Inspire Media LLC at IG, and you can go into the link. You find the link in the bio. Right. So if you just need to follow us on social media, you can go to AMPspirationTTV, Inspire Media LLC, and you can also see my personal IG 9plump939. I'm most active on there, to be quite honest. It's, we live in this amputee life, so you can check me out on either one, AMPspirationTTV. You're definitely going to get everything that has to do with the shows, everything we got going on there. Inspire Media LLC will be overall everything that we have going on. Every little thing that that we're getting into, you'll see it there. All right. Also, we have TikTok. TikTok seems to like, what my ancestors be talking about. So go to Amp Spirituality, so you can get other, small readings that I come up with. I will also have this on here. I'm figuring out, how to extract these videos and, share them everywhere. So I'm on it. We're expanding, we growing, and I appreciate y'all. And also, I don't have a ticker for this, but soon, very soon, Inspiration TTV will be on Anchor, the platform Anchor. It is a podcast, an audio podcast platform that is also linked to Spotify and Google Play. So we will be on there very, very soon. So you will be able to hear all of this inspiration, probably on your Spotify. So I am very excited for all of these, these level ups. Like I've been telling y'all, I've been feeling a bit discouraged about this with what I've been going on. So I'm just really happy that I'm doing this shadow work and I'm getting rid of these fear, this doubt and this fear, so I can continue to expand, so I continue to grow and just continue to inspire you all. Okay, so I love y'all. Appreciate your time and your energy. You know what I'm saying, if you're on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell. You know what I'm saying, so you get all these notifications. You know what I'm saying, definitely hit us up on all our social media sites and just continue, you know what I'm saying, to rock with the brand. All right, I love y'all. Enjoy your Sunday and peace as always. Be inspired.